I would like to talk to you today about love and hate Islamic style. This talk was based on a chapter in my new book, Measuring Mohammed. And this is one of the saddest parts of Islam to me. The concept in Arabic is al-wala, al-bara, which means wala is love for what Allah loves, and bara is hatred of what Allah hates. Now what does Allah love? Well, Muslims. Now what does Allah hate? Kafirs. Indeed, in Allah's book, the Koran, there are no less than 13 verses that say that a Muslim is not the friend of a Kafir. Quran 3:117. Believers, do not become friends with anyone except those of your own people. Now you may say, well, I know some Muslims and they're quite friendly. Let me explain to you the difference between friendly and friend. Go to any car dealership and you'll find people who are very friendly. But they're not your friends, they're car salesmen. Here's another verse, Quran 40:35. Those who dispute the Quran, Kafirs, are greatly hated by Allah and His believers, the Muslims. So here we are, hating that which Allah hates and loving that which Allah loves. When I first heard of this concept in my reading, Allah hates, I thought to myself, a God that hates? This is shocking. I remember other bumps in the road of learning when I found out that Muhammad married Aisha when she was 6 and consummated the marriage when she was 9. Another bump on my road of learning about Islam was the day that Muhammad killed hundreds of Jews simply because, male Jews to be precise, simply because they did not believe that he was the messenger of Allah. Now we need to understand something. This hate is Allah's hate, and it is not due to what we do, but who we are. Now there's some apologists, particularly Christians, who believe if you're quite nice to Muslims that they'll be nice to you. But remember this, if a Muslim is actually your friend, he is not being a true Muslim because he should hate that which Allah hates. And remember this, Muhammad repeatedly told Muslims to deceive Kafirs if it would advance Islam. Here's an example, Bukhari, a hadith. Who will kill Ashraf who has offended Allah and His messenger? Well, I will, Muhammad, but I will need to deceive him. May I do so? Yes, deceive him. So, to advance Islam, Muslims are ordered to deceive the Kafir. This is an example of what I call dualism, because a Muslim doesn't really know how to treat someone unless he knows who they are they a Muslim or not. So, Islam has two ways of treating people depending on whether you're a Muslim or not. Now, the worst crime for a Muslim is not murder, mass killing, rape, or child molestation. Now, the worst crime that a Muslim can commit is apostasy. That is, they leave Islam. This creates fitna, the Arabic word which means confusion, and it weakens the community. Let me talk about the word kafir. I say it means unbeliever, but most Muslims will say, oh, no, you shouldn't use that word because it's Arabic and you don't know how to use it. Well, I know how to use it because I took the Quran in Arabic and searched for the word kafir and found there were over 400 usages, and of these, 345 meant unbeliever. 39 verses we use kafir meant that I was ungrateful. That is, the word kafir means ingratitude. So I know what it means. How do I know what it means? Because Allah told me what it means. And not one of these usages of kafir is positive. The kafir is hated, can be enslaved, tortured, created to burn in hell, can be deceived. This is the worst word in any language, usually said filthy kafir. Because if I call you a bigoted word, it's my opinion. But when a Muslim calls me a kafir, that's Allah calling me a kafir. Hating those whom Allah hates destroys empathy and sympathy. If you meet a Muslim and they seem friendly, you can have in the back of your mind, well, is he being friendly or is he really my friend? Because is he going to hate whom Allah hates because I'm a kafir? So it's hard to accept that sacred hate is a part of a religion and politics. It reminds me of the novel 1984, where there were 2 minutes of hate every day. The concept of being Allah's enemy is the worst part of Islamic doctrine since it poisons relationships. It gets in the way between Muslims and non-Muslims as being truly friends and neighbors. If you want some more details about this, see my new book, Measuring Mohammed. Thank you.